Hey, fifth grade. Welcome to our lesson on DNA. Here are the items you need out to complete this lesson. So if you need to go get those, go ahead and pause the video and then come back to it. All right, we are on page 6 and page 7. Where we are starting to talk a little bit about DNA. We mentioned this a little bit last time when we did our doggy genetics unit. We started talking about that code or that blueprint and how it showed which traits were inherited and used. So today we're kind of building on that. So the very first thing I want you to do is go ahead and read page 6. See if you can highlight some key information. This is just giving you a little bit more background knowledge about DNA. So as we continue to discuss it and learn about it a little more as the year goes on, you have a little bit more background knowledge. Once you've done that, you are going to start cutting apart page 7. I'm going to walk you through it, but feel free to stop the video if at any point that you need to. I have already pre-cut mine, so you'll see what it looks like. That way, my video isn't 15 minutes long watching me cut all the things. So the very first thing you're going to do is cut out this rectangle on the right-hand side that titled DNA. This you're going to cut along the dotted line, and then you're actually going to also cut these two solid lines to make a foldable. So let me show you what it looks like. This is what you're going to end up, what it looks like. See how I have my 3 flaps? I'm going to glue it to the top of the back of page 6. Okay, so it's just going to get glued right up here, and then I'm going to go through and answer the questions. Okay, so I've got, what is DNA shaped like? And you lift the flap and write your answer. I'm not requiring complete sentences for this. I am requiring complete thoughts, okay? So just make sure that you are doing that. If you're unsure of the answer, this is where you go back to page 6 to find it. You're going to do the same for how do the bases form the rungs, and what does the arrangement of these base pairs do? So again, our answers go in there. The next thing I'm going to do is cut off this part right here. It says this dotted rectangle with a little pencil on it, where it says explain what DNA is and the role of DNA in passing traits from parent to offspring. So you can think a little bit about what we did last time with our doggy genetics unit. And if you really are unsure, again, those answers are right here on page 6. So you can just use those to help you answer it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out, and I'm going to glue it right here on the bottom of page 6. Right underneath my foldable. And then I'm going to answer it. Please note, I know you saw it highlighted on my last page, that it says 2 complete sentences. So as I grade this packet, please understand if you do not have complete sentences, you're going to be missing points. So think about that when you're writing your answer. The last thing you should have are these weird little shapes with the letters in it. So these shapes are actually part of the DNA helix, and we're going to talk a little bit more about those as we go on. But what you're going to do is you're going to cut out 2 A's, 1 U, 1 T, 1 C, and 1 G. And I'm going to show them to you here, and then you're going to color them. So the 2 A's should be the same color, but the rest of them, the color kind of doesn't really matter. Now again, your teachers are not art teachers, so we are not grading your artistic ability while doing this. But it is important, it's easier if you have them colored, because as we start making the DNA helixes, it helps you better to understand it. So once they're colored, all you're gonna do is match up the 2 strands to help you better figure out what you're doing, right? So for example, I'm gonna match up like an A and a U, and I might match up the A and the T, and I would match up the C and the G. Now these can be any place that you want them on the page. It doesn't matter as long as I can read your answers, obviously, to make sure that I can grade those. So that is just the start of our DNA. As we continue on throughout the rest of the unit, there will be more information that will make sense, and we're going to build on this background knowledge of DNA. Anything else that's left over, these kind of scrap sheets of paper, you can just go ahead and throw away because we won't use this again. All right, 5th grade, if you have questions, email your teacher. Otherwise, have a fabulous day. Bye.